Tom is right, because our next guest is the Group Chief Executive of Al Ansari Financial Services, which owns Al Ansari Exchange. He is Rashed Ali Al Ansari, and he joins us now live on Microsoft Teams. Rashed, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, good morning, Richard. Thank you for having me.
First of all, we have to say, Mabruk, congratulations. Your IPO has been successful, pricing at the top end of its range, valuing the company at 7.7 billion dirhams. Can you tell me, what's the reaction within the family at the moment to this development?
Oh, let me tell you, we are extremely pleased with the outcome. The IPO was 22 times oversubscribed, despite the tough macroeconomic pressure globally. Although that is wonderful news, it reflects the attractiveness of the offering and the level of trust that people have in our business. But we're equally excited of the quality of the book and the quality of the institutional investors that we have attracted. These are investors who have billions and in few cases trillions of dollars or worth of assets under their management. They understand our business model and the importance of our business, and we look forward to working with them as strategic partners to grow the company.
Well, there's a lot to unpick there. So let's talk about some of those cornerstone investors. Here in the UAE, National Bonds was a cornerstone investor, but also I saw you quoted as talking about the investor interest that you had from overseas. Who's invested? What do we know about who's invested from overseas?
All right, so we have National Bonds as our cornerstone, which is publicized and it's public information. We can talk about them. National Bonds, of course, is a long-standing relationship with the Al Ansari Exchange, a subsidiary of the group. We had a relationship with them for the past 16, 17 years, and they know us very well, and we know them very well, and it was a very natural relationship for them to come in as a cornerstone investors. The other investors, we've managed to attract quite a lot of investments from the UAE itself, Saudi Arabia, and the wider GCC, but there were also few investors that came in from Europe and the US. Because of the confidentiality of the IPO, unless they actually publicize it from their side, I cannot mention specific names. But in general, those are, as mentioned, they have billions and in few cases also trillions of dollars of assets under their management. And we're very much thrilled to have them on our book.
Dividend, you say, will be a minimum of 7.8%. That is a chunky dividend. I know we've got a lot of dividend plays here with the likes of Salik and so on. How are you going to make that dividend every year 7.8%?
All right, so we have announced that we are on our track basically to release dividends worth 600 million dirhams this year. We are very much committed, and that is the minimum, by the way. So we have taken enough precautions to ensure that we meet and exceed that target for the investors. And incidentally, that is the reason why we had an overwhelming response from the retail tranche that was oversubscribed by 44 times. People understand that is a lucrative dividend yield, and we have tried our best to satisfy that tranche of investors as well.
Okay, so we've got a lull of about a week now. The IPO's closed and you raised the money. Shares start trading in Dubai on the 6th of April. You will have watched, I know, yesterday, the stock market debut of Presight AI in Abu Dhabi and a 143% pop. Again, similar to my first question, what's the kind of mood within the family ahead of the stock market debut? And I'm sure you're going to be there in Dubai ringing the bell to see the shares start trading.
We're very much excited and looking forward to that time when we're going to ring that bell. Absolutely. It's a momentous time for the shareholders, for the family. It's a momentous time for our members of staff and strategic partners, of course. Yes, we are very much excited about it. We believe that we have priced the company right. And made sure that we have enough value on the table for the investors to benefit from. 7.8% dividend yield as a minimum is very attractive. Even if the price goes up, we are confident that people are going to continue to have their trust and continue believing in the company and its growth story, and purchase more shares in the market.
finally, you talked about your business model. You've been a very successful business for decades here in the UAE and elsewhere. But what about the business model going forward? When I think of Al Ansari Exchange, and probably most business breakfasts, we think of the physical stores. We walk past them, we go in there, we change our money, we send our money, fine. Is that the core business going forward, or is it going to be a more digital business? What's the future of money transfer and money exchange?
Regardless of the future, we are prepared for it. We have been working very hard for the past decade, really, to ensure that we provide an omni-channel access to our services. Whether the customer would like to come through the traditional store, we have by far the largest network of branches here in the country. Whether the customer would like to come in through the digital channels, we have an award-winning app in order to serve that segment of the customer base that we have. And we even have a hybrid model. In certain busy branches, we have kiosks with staff standing next to them, introducing, whenever the branch becomes busy, they introduce them to the digital platform, and they register them and encourage them to use it and turn them basically into a digital customer.
It's a great story. Congratulations on getting the IPO away. Looking forward to the bell ringing next week at the Dubai Financial Market. But for now, we'll leave it there. Rashed Ali Al Ansari is the Group Chief Executive of Al Ansari Financial Services. And just to recap, 7.7 billion dirham valuation for their company, pricing at the higher end of the range. 6th of April is when you can start buying and selling those shares.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.